Thank you, sir. Fred. Fred's talking. Fred has talked about. Fred's talked about how his book. I would like to invite Fred at this point in time to. He's got some inside secrets on this book, and you guys all know that I put the book together. But Fred wanted to volunteer some information to the group tonight, so I hope you don't mind. Fred, I'm going to open your microphone if that's okay. Your microphone is now open. There you go.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
That's good. So how is it?
You sound excellent, sir.
Good.
Coming from all the way down under.
Yep. It's a nice 30-odd degrees down here, so it's a beautiful sunny day in sunny Melbourne, so it's great.
I think it's -6 Celsius here. In fact, I was just looking at the weather thing. It threw me because it said -6 Celsius. But that's right. You open the door, it's cold.
Yep. No, it's a nice day. It's just around lunchtime or just after lunchtime in Melbourne, so it's midday, so it's great.
Excellent.
I suppose when I had a chat earlier, Wes, we were talking about the books, and it was actually magic the way you said it. You know, you promoted your book and use it as a business card, and that's pretty much what I did with ours. About 4 years ago, I had a coffee with a friend of mine, and we had a chat, and it was really about driving business and getting to be an authority and giving people an impression of your expertise or whatever. And from that, it stemmed out that we co-authored or co-compiled, not authored, but we co-compiled a book of our acquaintances at the time. And it was a group of small business owners basically telling their story. And that gave them the authority then to say that they were effectively published authors. So it was never about selling the book. It was about getting the book out to share your knowledge and making yourself look bigger and better in the eyes of your clients. So that's what started the whole conversation.
There's a book by, Dan Kennedy put his name on it. I posted the link a week or two ago. It's on Amazon. And it's about, even if you don't ever sell a copy of your book, it's about how to leverage your book into getting more. And he had some really neat ideas about how to use a book to be able to, exactly like what you just said. Let me see if I can find the link here real quick. And I think it was last week or the week before last. I'll find it. 128 is this one? No, I think it was the week before. Yeah, it was the week before last, because last week we concentrated on the productivity. So it's the week before last. Let me get it for you.
Okay, that'll be handy. I've probably read it, but I can't remember.
That's not it. Amazon, here it is. It is Book That Business is the name of it. And it's actually very, very, very good. Here we go. Copy. I'll put it up on the screen. Copy. Let me give everybody this. Paste. Whoops. That's not the one that we want. We want this one right here.
Yeah, it might be worthwhile dropping in the link in the chat box.
That's what I'm doing right now. Jack said it's 70 degrees in California, and I posted back brat, but I hit send to all. So forgive me, everybody, that I just called a brat. That was actually supposed to be Jack's for telling me it's 70 degrees in California. Okay, there's the book. Let me put it on the screen for you guys. Book That Business. Big money without even selling a single copy. And I'll tell you what, get the Kindle edition, the $10. It has got some. It's got some fantastic ideas. It really, really does.
Cool. Guess what I'm doing this afternoon? Reading a book.
There you go. Yeah, you'll like this. This is a really good book, and I'm pretty sure all Dan Kennedy did was stick his name on it. But anyways, so Fred was asking, and the conversation that Fred and I were having was, for those of you that would like a done-for-you solution, I think Fred has 6 or 7 spots in the group. If you will get with Fred, Fred will describe more about, unless you want to do it here, Fred, about what he has going on.
Yeah, no, I'm comfortable doing it here if that's okay with you. Yep.
Yeah, nope, that's fine.
Yeah, basically what we're doing is I'm doing a second edition of the book of similar compilation, where we're looking for stories about business owners that are having success and how they got started, why they're in business, how they got to where they're going, and what they expect to do. So that's really the kind of content that we're looking for. So I'm putting together another compilation. It's thanks, Wes. Yeah, so we've got the next edition up. The series is called Smart Business, Smart People, and the actual edition that's out at the moment is called Smart Business Builders, and this will be edition 2 to that. The game plan is to move forward and then build a series around coaching and finance and whatever else that will assist small business. So this is just the first of many to come. So I've got a few spots left if anybody's interested. We've discounted the price pretty heavily. We were charging $350 just for the entry, and then you purchase your books at wholesale. So whatever it costs me to land them, you basically get them. Not sure how that would work out if people are in the States, but here it costs me basically $9 to $10 to land each book. So I pass that on to the people in Australia at that price. So it's basically landed cost, no profit on the book. And the same would apply. So you can purchase 1, you can purchase 10, you can purchase 100, and distribute them to your clients. So that's the concept.
Okay. How many of these have you done?
But we've actually discounted the price from $350 to $300, which actually includes your 10 books. So your first 10 books is basically going to cost included in the $300 fee.
Okay. What are these the other books that you've done, Fred, on Amazon?
Yep. The first edition is the first one. We actually put a book up for a friend of mine who's an Australian poet. So we actually produced that. My first attempt at it was the Introduction to Internet Marketing, which is down the bottom. That's now out of print because it's no longer valid. So I've still got it up on Amazon, but it's no longer available.
Okay.
And the one in the middle is one we put together for my wife, which is all in-house.
How's Geraldine's
so
Udemy
four
course
runs
going?
at it, so we've got it pretty well nailed down of how to actually deliver it.
How's Geraldine's Udemy course going?
Udemy's a bit slow.
I think we lost Fred. Or you guys lost me. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, good. Well, we lost Fred. We'll see if Fred pops back in here in a minute. So the basic idea is Fred's got some open spots for the book that he's compiling. He's done a few of them. He's put together courses on Udemy with Geraldine. We did the embroidery machine and positioned her as the #1 leading expert. And so he asked if he could post that to the group. And because Fred, and the only reason I let this happen is because, A, Fred's been with us from day one. He knows what the group is about. He's got integrity, and I completely trust anything. So if you want some more information, contact Fred in the Elite Coaching Group. Get a hold of him, and you guys can work from there. There's nothing going through me. I'm not pitching anything. Just when I was talking about the book, if you want to fast start your chapter of your book. By the way, Rich with Webinar Swaps does exactly the same thing for $500. You can buy a chapter in a book, and he goes to all the various WSO people, and he'll put you with everybody. And it's a thicker book, so he sells, as many people will come off the money. So ask Fred. Just get a hold of Fred. Fred Gillen, find out who, what, when, where, why. Fred muted himself. He's back now. Fred, you can come back on if you want, if your mic will work, and wrap it up. I mean, did I summarize it correctly? Oh, Fred says I muted him. I didn't mean to mute you, Fred. I'm sorry. You're not muted. I unmuted you. You just remuted yourself. So something on your microphone. I unmuted you again. Something on your microphone on your end.
I'm back.
There you are.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yep, not my end. So I'm back. I've got no control over the mic at this end. So.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right, the wonders of technology, eh?
Hey, absolutely.
But I appreciate you taking this to the group, Wes. Hopefully it'll help everybody and help me as well. So and get a bit of notoriety out there to help everyone. So that'd be great.
Excellent, 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 excellent. Well, thank you for, when I mentioned it, thank you for speaking up and helping those that want to jumpstart and get something out there fast. So, Fred, why don't you, on the webinar, give out we have the page link, and I'll put the page link underneath the video, but where can people email you at?
They can get me nice and easy. It's Fred@FredGillen, that's GILLEN.com. That's the easiest email.
Okay. Make sure I got it right, Fred. I'm going to put it in the chat box.
Yeah, spot on. That's it.
Okay, there. It's in the chat box. So you guys can email Fred, call Fred, talk to Fred. Remember, he's down in Australia, so. Okay.
Yeah, anybody can also Skype me if they wish. Where's it? It's Fred.Gillen on Skype.
Okay. Excellent.
So I appreciate it. Thanks again.
All right, Fred. Thank you. Good to talk to you, my friend.
You too. Excellent. Love your work.